All right. The person in the red jacket, can you come forward, please?
She says she doesn't understand English.
All right. If she's underage, she should be in school. And my understanding is, for those who have children, are there any districts that are not currently in school? All right. So she needs to be removed from the courtroom. I don't have underage people in the courtroom. All right. And the purple person in the gray suit, who is he?
He's the U.S. executive of the United States.
All right. So you're the U.S. executive with which part of the United States? I mean, all right. So do you have documentation? All right. So, all right. Thank you so much. You're excused. All right. You know you're not supposed to have weapons. Why do you have weapons?
I made a mistake, Your Honor.
No, you didn't. You made a choice. So why do you have weapons? You know you're not supposed to have them. A mistake is somebody gave you a bag, you didn't know weapons were in it, and then there were weapons. So why, you know you're not supposed to have weapons. Why are you having weapons?
In a packed courtroom session led by Judge Boyd, the day took an unexpected turn with the presence of individuals not directly tied to the proceedings. Amidst the ongoing legal cases, a man in a grey suit, asserting he was a federal agent, began interacting with jurors, breaching the courtroom's decorum and rules. Judge Boyd, known for her no-nonsense approach, swiftly removed the man from the premises. Adding to the disruption, a woman in a red jacket claimed she was underage, which raised eyebrows as Judge Boyd strictly maintains that only grown people should be present in her courtroom today. Share your thoughts on these unusual interruptions in the comments, and stay tuned to witness Judge Boyd regulate her courtroom like a true boss.
No talking in the box. No talking
Can
to me in
we move
the
over?
box.
All right. Why are you all talking to each other? This is what I tell people. The only thing for people in the box, the only information that an inmate can possibly give you that you can rely on is when you catch and chain and when people are being released from prison. That's it. As far as getting legal advice for them, why would you get legal advice for somebody who's in the same situation that you're in? And I guarantee you the defense attorneys do not appreciate it when other inmates are trying to give legal advice. So the next inmate that tries to give you some legal advice, tell them, before I accept this, could I see your bar card? And if they don't have a bar card, do not listen to them. And if they did have a bar card, then guess what? Ethically, they're not allowed to try to pick you up as a client because you already have an attorney. All right? All right. Why were you late for court?
I was in the wrong courtroom, Your Honor.
All right. I see this is his first time on the docket. So now you know where the courtroom is. Do not be late again. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you have all the discovery?
So Judge, I was discussing with counsel, there was two new cases that were from November of 2023, I think the 28th. Those haven't been indicted yet. We hadn't had a chance to take a look at those.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Santabanez, can I have a 30-day reset for discovery?
Yes, ma'am. We can do February 8th.
All right.
Judge, just so the court's aware, those cases haven't been indicted yet, but my understanding is that defense counsel has been put on those cases.
That is correct, Judge.
All right. So we'll see you back on February 8th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
You too, Judge.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Actually,
All right. The person in the red jacket, can you come forward, please?
She says she doesn't understand English.
All right. If she's underage, she should be in school. And my understanding is, for those who have children, are there any districts that are not currently in school? Nobody has children?
We're all listening.
Judson is back. All right. So she needs to be removed from the courtroom. I don't have underage people in the courtroom. All right. And the purple person in the gray suit, who is he?
He's the U.S. executive of the United States.
All right. So you're the U.S. executive with which part of the United States? I mean, All right, so do you have documentation? All right, thank you so much. You're excused.
You can step up.
All right, thank you. Have a great day. All right, so my understanding is that you were outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No, no, no. You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
What is it to you, sir? It's getting me nervous. Yeah, you're training me. It's a difference between getting arrested.
This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? And last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government? All right. So you are not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door, that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand? All right. All right. If you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. So I will speak to all of the defense attorneys when you all come back. But personally, I don't feel comfortable with using this jury as the jury pool because I don't know what was said. My understanding is that he is involved in a case here, not as a witness, not as a party whatsoever, but just as maybe a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin. All right. State of Texas versus Jasmine Lynn Gallegos. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor, Jeffrey Martinez.
And are you Jasmine Gallegos?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Gallegos, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction? That is a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine and state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State? All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor, we just asked the court to follow the agreement.
All right. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
How are you employed?
I'm currently unemployed at the moment.
Any drug use?
No, ma'am.
And if you were released, who would you be living with?
My grandmother.
Does she want you living with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you talked to her and she said she wants you living with her?
Yes, ma'am. I have a good support system out there with my family.
All right. You know you're not supposed to have weapons. Why do you have weapons?
I made a mistake, Your Honor.
No, you didn't. You made a choice. So why do you have weapons? You know you're not supposed to have them. A mistake is somebody gave you a bag, you didn't know weapons were in it, and then there were weapons. So why, you know you're not supposed to have weapons. Why are you having weapons?
Hanging with the wrong people.
If I ask the wrong people that you're saying that you're hanging out with, if I were to ask them the same questions, you know what they would tell me? Hanging out with the wrong people. And I would say, well, who is that? And they'd say, Miss Gallegos. All right, I'm going to sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's to be a TAP evaluation and MIC evaluation in custody. And also a gang evaluation in custody. There's to be 180 hours community service restitution. She's not allowed to buy that out. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And I'm going to ask for the UA hotline. And while you're on probation, you're not allowed to have any weapons. All weapons seized are to be forfeited, along with any magazines and ammunition. And there's to be no contact with Michael Lee Kilgore. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Isaac Alcorta.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.